Hello everyone, welcome to the first episode of LostMediaHub. Today, we'll be talking about SpongeBob SquarePants Saves the Krusty Krab 3D, a computer game from 2002. This game was developed by 3D Groove. 3D Groove developed other games for Nick.com, including Rocket Power, Big Air Mountain, Jimmy Neutron Space Blast, Dora the Explorer, Backpack Adventure 3D, and Hey Arnold Runaway Bus 3D. The game used to be impossible to play until March 31st, 2015, when Lost Media Wiki contributor KoboChat leaked a functional downloadable trial of the game. The summary of the game reads, the evil plankton has stolen all the Krabby Patties and littered them all over the ocean floor. Mr. Krabs is terrified. Did SpongeBob collect all the Krabby Patties before opening time and save the Krusty Krab? Probably. There were two versions of this game. At one point, both of them were available on Nick.com. Downloadable version. Playable characters, SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward. There was a family mode and it was full screen, but it cost money. This free version. Playable character, only SpongeBob, but unlimited play. An archived web page of instructions on how one would have access to the game is available, but it doesn't work at all. During the full version of the game, you can play as both SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward. Each are programmed with quotes from the show in early seasons. SpongeBob moves the slowest, and the most common quote is, I think you're a winner when time is up, and, there's one now, when closer to jellyfish. Patrick, second fastest. The only quote is the crank-down effect when time is up, lasts for about 2 seconds. Squidward, the fastest character playable, and the most common quote is, my vacation begins now, which is programmed for when time is up. There are a couple pictures here, such as the main menu of the game, SpongeBob's appearance when defeated, stung by a jellyfish too many times, you've been zapped, displays on the screen, but only for a short time. So, this game was lost for a long time, but again, like the wiki said, on March 31st, somebody found the game, which is really great. But the problem with it was, on a lot of computers, especially ones that weren't Vista or below, couldn't run the game. But something that isn't included on the wiki, somebody in the comments posted something about a file they have for a bunch of 3D Groove games. Like a ton of them that are lost. There's so many of them. I downloaded the file to play the game because again, other one wouldn't work, and to my surprise, it actually worked. So I was able to play the game. And as you can see in the background the whole time, I've been displaying footage of the game, which was recorded by me. Mostly Squidward footage, because I made really far with that. I didn't want to play the game all the way through with SpongeBob and Patrick. I did die though, so I didn't make it all the way through the game. But in the instructions, as I'll show right here, there are 10 levels. So I'm going to go through all 10 levels. But it's pretty cool how this was found. The comment, the person name who found it was Tommy S. Shadow. I'll put the link of the mega file down below in the description. Honestly, the game is pretty fun, but it gets kind of repetitive. The levels do expand every time you play them, though. So every different level, there's an expansion to the level. And it can get pretty big. I only played at like level 5, and it was huge, so I couldn't imagine how big it would get after that. Especially at level 10, that would be huge. There are a couple power-ups, like the speed power-up that gives you extra jump and extra speed. There's also the shield power-up, which helps you get, and be invincible to jellyfish. The heart power-up, which gives you obviously health from jellyfish if they sting you, which come about level 4. And also there's the time power-up, which gives you extra time, obviously, because there's time in the game. So, yeah, if you want to play, go to the link in the description. I downloaded the whole mega file. I downloaded all the files. It didn't take that long. It took like 5 minutes to download the whole thing. But if you want to download just the game, you can go to the mega file and then click the second one, like the 3D Groove SX, I think it says, and then go to games. Then you can find SpongeBob's Pinball 3D and SpongeBob Saves the Krusty Krab 3D. Also in the 3D Groove GX file, if you go to games there, you can find a game called SpongeBob the Movie 3D. I'm not sure if the game was lost before. It probably was, because a lot of 3D Groove games were lost, but all those are there. So 3 SpongeBob games are there. There are also a couple more games like Pepsi and stuff like that, but they're not found yet. All it has is screenshots. But it does have the Nesquik Rabbit games and stuff like that. So there are a lot of things that he has on there. And I'm so glad I was going through the comments, and I'm so glad that person commented in the first place. Anyways, that's all for today. Please tell me in the comments what you want to see next. It really helped me out. I kind of have plans of what to do next, but I'm not too sure though. So please tell me what you want to see, or else I'll probably do what I wanted to do next, which will probably be a astrology with Squidward. So if you're gonna ask me about that, then I'm gonna do it anyways, unless I get a request on something that I might also do. Actually, astrology with Squidward was gonna be my first episode, but I decided to do this game instead, because I was actually able to get it running, because a YouTuber by the name of ShroomTube tried to get it running, but he couldn't. But that's because the file was not found yet. The guy didn't post it in the comments yet. Now that he posted this, the full version of the game is playable. And yes, again, the full version of the game, not the free trial version, the full version. So you have all the characters, SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward. So that's why I showed you the gameplay with all the characters and everything. So it's really cool. Anyways, that's all for this week. Be sure to tune in next week for whatever I'm doing next. Either astrology with Squidward or anything people request in the comments. So, thank you all for watching. See you next week. Goodbye.